Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the potential you hold within yourself that others see. So, this is a beautiful reading that I'm very excited to do. Please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm now going to show you your crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have the shell. And we have the card Unique Gifts. For pile number 2, we have Green Aventurine. And we have the card Endless Opportunities. And for pile number 3, we have Citrine. And we have the solar plexus chakra. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose the shell and card number 55 with unique gifts, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the potential you hold within that others see. So please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. When I was done doing the intro, this is probably a message for all 3 piles because I saw this when I was done with the intro. I saw the number 1222. So I don't know, there's something divine about this reading in all 3 piles, maybe some divine messages that may come through. That is exactly meant for you to hear exactly when you are clicking on this reading. Even if you click on this reading months later, it is the right time for you to hear the message when you're drawn to this pile or to this reading. So we're going to use the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. I already shuffled all your cards before starting the reading. So let's take a look at your cards. By the way, I'm hearing that song by Pharrell Williams that's like, because I'm happy, something. And then it's like, yeah, maybe there's happiness within you that people see. Like, maybe you seem like a really happy soul, and people could see that as some type of potential to live an even more happier life throughout your whole life. We have the card Shine Your Light with card number 44. This kind of gives me the star energy, which is quite funny because we have unique gifts here, which I'll explain what that is in a moment. And then we have She of the Lotus, card number 43. And then at the back of the deck, we have Freedom. Okay, so we're now going to use the Queer Tarot, and I already pre-shuffled these cards as well. So the first card we have is the Six of Pentacles. We have the Sun card. Talk about being happy. The Sun card is the happiest card in the tarot deck. We have the Ten of Cups. I'm hearing the word building a community with your gifts. So we have the Strength card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. At the back of the deck, we have the Hermit. Okay, so the potential others see within you. The first thing I want to say, how I said you embody star energy. This card kind of reminds me of the star card. So you are a star that shines brightly, my pile number ones. I feel like you are light workers, and there is a sense of you being very, very protected, because I don't want to go into the negative sides of this reading, because I feel this could be a very positive reading, but I'm feeling the energies of the sacral chakra and a vibe of like you, as you come into your confidence and as you start to shine brighter in the world and as you start to spread light in the world, you know, a star may sometimes attract moths. A light, not a star, a light may sometimes attract moths. So I feel like because you shine so bright, because you're seen as a star that shines bright in the world, and everyone notices you as you go along, as you do certain things, certain talents and certain gifts you have. It's like everyone notices you and notices how you do it, and it seems so effortless. I'm imagining, you know, the star card and the water bearer and how effortless it is to pour into others and the whole world. Because you really pour in from a place of the heart, because all these cards, well, most of them have a pink background, and not all these cards have pink backgrounds. Let me show you. So here at the back, we have the Hermit. Like, not all of them have pink. Very different colors. So I mean, that's not a coincidence that most of your cards came out with pink backgrounds. You embody this type of unconditional love, and people see you within your potential, creating some kind of community for the brokenhearted, for those that have felt a little bit misunderstood, for those that shine brightly too, for those that are also light workers and need a little bit of your light, need a little bit of that unconditional love in the world. I feel like in terms of your gifts, I'm seeing the gift of divine love, the gift of healing, because the star card is a very healing card, and I saw that clairvoyantly with this shine your light card. Um, you may also have, while She of the Lotus also reminds me of healing energies, some of you may also be very intuitive. And I mean, the shell we chose, shells are very cleansing, very healing too. So there's a lot of healing energies around your aura, which is what people find about you. Like, there's a lot of healing energies around you, and because your energy is so healing, it may sometimes bring out people's shadows, uh, sort of bring it to the light so that they can look within and see like a mirror of themselves, stuff they've maybe been holding on to. So I feel like your light is so bright that it just, I'm seeing like vampires being yeah, I don't want to make this reading negative. Enough about that, but the feeling I get here is you embody this sense of unconditional love, this divine love. You know, you may have past lives in planets or places where they embodied unconditional love. Some examples I can think of, if you relate to starseed energies, if you don't, it's okay, is Lyra, it's Mintaka, Hadar. I'm not sure if there are others, but if you know, let me know down in the comments. I'm a psychic, but I'm also not someone that knows everything, so I'm also open to learning. So the vibe I get from you is you have this divine gift of unconditional love, and through that comes the gift of healing. Through that love you spread to the world comes healing, and I feel like you are meant to bring that unconditional love from those higher realms and kind of ground it into the earth by giving it to those around you, people around you, animals. I'm even seeing objects because something I've seen as a clairvoyant is, objects can even have auras. Walls can have auras. Like if I'm standing in a place and I am angry, the wall will go like a red aura. And often, like in my room, I'm very happy, and then the wall will go yellow. Or when I see like my friend in love, his aura is pink. You get what I mean? And then everything he touches goes pink. So there's something about putting it in objects too and on earth, not just in the people, but bringing that unconditional love down to earth. And that's something people see in you. Maybe they don't see it that deeply, but they see you embody the sense of unconditional love. This very Venusian energy too, and there's something about beauty and aesthetic to you. Like I feel like some of you, if you could be fashion influencers or something like that, and inspire others. Or some of you, I'm seeing like marketing, you'd be really good at marketing or things like that because you know how to make things look good in images. Some of you, photography. I'm seeing something about generosity here, like you giving your gifts to the world generously, giving your light generously to the world, and as you do so, the universe brings you gifts. The universe brings you sunshine, just like that happy song. The universe brings you more happiness and more joy and more blessings, is what I see here, as well as the energies of protection and divine strength. I feel like the potential you hold within is you are meant to bring change to the world in some way with your uniqueness, with your unique gifts. You are like a lotus flower and you have bloomed through your pain. I think people see your immense strength in being able to do that. It takes a lot of strength to be able to go through certain pains, become the wounded healer, heal ourselves, and then in turn heal others. So, the more generous you are with your gifts and, spreading that light, spreading that love everywhere you go, or creating some kind of community, as I heard, or creating this vibe of like inspiration, people being inspired by you, and it's like you spread joy with what you do, or certain talents you have. With the sun cards, some of you could also be very creative or very free spirited. And in terms of that, I'm also hearing the word multidimensionality. Some of you have certain talents and gifts in different aspects and areas of life. Um, I'm seeing like the 12 houses and like different aspects of your personality shown through astrology, or certain talents shown through astrology. I don't know if someone here likes astrology. Maybe you'd be really good at that, or really good at readings, or really good at healing people, like Reiki healings and things like that. I even feel like if some of you had to make art or do something creative with your talents, even if it's anything that interests you or makes you happy, it's like the more you do something that makes you happy and follow that happiness, the more people receive healing from that if people see it. So I'm seeing some people here be writers, some people here be dancers. I'm seeing someone here love children and animals and want to help children or animals in some way. It's like you're meant to it's like you're meant to spread that to people and help people find that light within the darkness. Of course, the whole world isn't dark. The world is full of duality, but it's like you're bringing that light to earth, is what I see here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you have a pretty big purpose, and I think this is what people see in you. They see all these things in you. And I'm hearing that song by Lana Del Rey where she's like, I want to be the whole world's girl grandma or something like that. But in the song, she basically talks about how her grandma always, gave her compliments, did nice things for her, or something like that. And she wants to be that to the whole world. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing in your reading, my pile number ones. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this green Aventurine crystal, as well as card number 23 with endless opportunities, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the potential you hold within that others see. So at the end of the intro, I saw the number 1222, which lets me know for all three piles, this is going to be a very divine reading. And when you find this reading, when you are drawn to watching this reading, is exactly the perfect time for you to receive these messages, even if you watch this reading months or years later. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I have already pre-shuffled your cards. So we're first going to be using the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck, and then we're going to be using the Queer Tarot. So the first oracle card we have here is Transformation card number 53. And I felt this may be my pile of intuitives, of healers, of light workers in some way. And then we have card 33 with Journey to Wholeness. This is such a beautiful card. It's one of my favorite cards from this deck. At the back of the deck, we have Starseed Elemental. And I'm feeling all these rainbow colors here and a rainbow color here. Indicates you may have multiple talents, multiple gifts, multiple things about you. You are my pile of people that may be multidimensional in some way. And I feel your energy is very heart healing, or maybe you are healing your heart, and in turn, you are able to heal other people's hearts. But the vibe I get from you is multidimensionality, like someone that loves to dip their toes into different passions or different things that they are interested in. Even with all the bubbles here, it's like maybe you have potential in many different things, like you do many different things. And people see talents in all sides of you, in all things you do. Okay, so that's something I see. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Maybe someone here likes it. It's like, I cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Something like that. I don't know if I'm even saying the words right, so sorry if I didn't. Because I don't think I really listened to that song. We have the High Priestess. Since I heard a song, maybe some of you could be really talented at singing or producing or making music in some way or rapping, something like that. And with the High Priestess here, it confirms what I said about intuitive gifts. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. Even rainbows here. We have the King of Wands. Do you know what I'm feeling the energy of? I'm seeing someone here that is a mom. This is probably a specific message for someone. But I'm seeing someone here that is a mom, the Hanged Man, that is able to do many different things for their kids, like able to cook for their kids, able to do different things like bring things at school for their kids, drive their kids to school, still work a job. still be really talented at their job, go home, take care after their kids, and then still do things for their kids' school and the community and things like that. I'm seeing something about that, like a mom here or a parent here that does a lot for their kids, that is seen as a very good parent and is seen as someone that just does a lot. Where it's like, how does that person do that? Like, I would be exhausted if I had to. That's like the thoughts I hear from others. And if you don't relate to being a parent, you may be that type of person. If you relate to being someone that can be like a busy bee, and it's like people sometimes can't catch up with you because it's like, I'm seeing maybe like a vision of like the Notebook when she's like, I have piano classes and then I have this and then I have this and then I have this. And then she's learning languages, I think. So some of you may have like many different hobbies or talents, or you're able to do many different things within your routine or within your day that provide this energy where, with the hangman, even if it takes longer to do each thing that you are interested in, it's like it brings you the sense of wholeness, because you may be that type of person that can't, I wouldn't say can't, but that doesn't want to just do one thing. So at the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. And I think you have something within you where it's about following your passions, because we have the King and the Queen of Wands here. So for you, I feel like it's all about following your passions, following your heart. And as you start to follow things you're passionate about, even if you don't see yourself as talented at it, with the hangman, I see this energy of you being open to learn, you being open to growing, and taking certain opportunities to transform, to be able to be even more talented or even more gifted. If you are talented in the beginning, then it's like you can completely transform your talent with all the hard work, effort, and responsibility you put into your goals and your ventures and the things you want to do. And even if it takes a little bit longer to really hone in on that skill and talent and, really practice on everything you do. With the Five of Cups, I feel like sometimes there is this vibe people see in you where it's like they see the things you've done and they see it as so amazing. They may see it in a different perspective than you do, where they see it as so amazing. It's reminding me of like when I used to do modeling when I was in school. I used to do pageants, but I stopped it because it kind of ruined my self-esteem. But I also love to participate in school plays and acting and things like that as like a hobby in school. And I remember them saying to us, like, if you make a mistake on stage, like, let's say if you're speaking and you make a mistake on stage, not everyone knows your lines. People don't even realize you're making a mistake. So when we are busy performing or doing something we love, like maybe some of you love the arts or love performing or love drama or want to get into modeling or want to do something where you are using your creative skills, it's like others see it and see it as wow, like, oh my gosh. They're not looking at every little detail like we do. Like, when you're actually doing something or you're creating art or you're writing something or writing a report for school or for work, it's like we look at every little detail. We as a society sometimes expect perfection, but perfection is not real. Perfection is never, ever achievable because nothing in life is perfect. Even when you look at nature, nature isn't perfect, but it's beautiful. So it's like people may just see it's in a different way where they see it as that wowness. But then when we're actually participating in that activity or that hobby or that skill or talent we have or our career or whatever we're doing, we may focus too much on like how we're looking or how we're saying things or how we're doing it, and may feel a little bit disappointed in our outcome. But when it comes to the people watching or seeing us, all they can see is wow. They don't even see a mistake. They don't even see an insecurity. They don't even see anything that we're seeing. Do you get what I mean? And it kind of like reminds me of like times I've been with people that are creative where I'm like, for example, I know someone that is a musician, my lover. And there were times, like I said, I really like that song. And it's like people sometimes have, I wouldn't say people have a hard time sometimes receiving compliments, but sometimes people have a hard time seeing it from the outside perspective or outside view of like how wow that thing is. Because it's kind of like, even with me when I do readings sometimes, after I do a reading, sometimes I'm like, I could have done that better. I didn't feel like that was my best, but then someone else will look at it and be like, whoa, this was such an amazing reading. Do you get what I mean? Like sometimes we don't see it the way other people see it, seeing us. I'm getting a little bit deep here, but the point I'm getting to is I feel like maybe there is something within you where like you want to really hone in and transform your abilities and be the best at what you can do. But I'm hearing you are already the best version of yourself. And the more you practice, the better you get, the more you understand what you're doing. And even if you feel you don't have specific talents or skills, the message is to look at what you're passionate about, to look at what makes your soul happy, what makes your soul feel like it's sunshine and rainbows, and to really practice with that. Because I feel like one of your potential here is the ability to put in work, the ability to put in effort and be very diligent with that and be very responsible with that. Some of you are very amazing at creating routines or schedules and sticking to that. Or some of you are really like amazing at doing something and working harder than others may. It doesn't mean that you're better than others or anything, but we all have our different strengths and skills and talents. I feel yours is being able to do things for a lot longer than the average person. So that's something I see here, and I see something around creativity or creative ideas, eccentricness, this vibe of like you having a uniqueness to you or a unique perspective to something. I see anything you do, it's like you channel information from the higher realms into this realm, and I see a visionary element to it where you take that message from the higher realm as an idea and you bring it down into this reality by creating, by building, by honing in on that idea and creating some kind of opportunity around it. So, the potential others see within you is also your independence. You have an independence to really do the things you want to do with this passion. And that passion allows people to see you in this light where you're really enjoying what you do, and it makes the energy even bigger. I feel like some of you have this showstopper energy to you or this authentic uniqueness to you that makes you different, that makes you stand out. Um I feel like some of you have really amazing ideas, or some of you are just really talented at many different things, or you could be talented at many different things if you were to really see that. And I'm seeing like even if you fail, you will get back up and try again and you're not going to give up. And that is another potential people see within you because of that ability to take a risk and put yourself out there. Because sometimes when we start something, there's a risk of maybe like, okay, what if I look dumb while doing this? Or what if I make a fool of myself? Like, I don't know, those are just my thoughts, but I don't know if other people think like that. But sometimes I see you like almost like seeing things with a childlike perspective and just like wanting to do different things that are interesting to you and really honing in on that. And with the endless opportunities card, it's like people see you gaining multiple opportunities, gaining multiple successes in different aspects of your life, transforming your life, gaining lots of opportunities to really bring your life to the sense of wholeness and the sense of color where you really feel like your life is starting to become much brighter and starting to become much happier and more passionate. And I think for you, it's not really about, okay, I'm talented at this, I'm talented at this. I think for you, it's about like, I'm following my passions. And even if I don't see myself as talented, I can really work on that skill to grow it. But also this intuitive vibe. So some of you could be amazing spiritual workers in some way, like tarot readers, healers, people that are able to transform others, because I think people have seen you bring yourself to wholeness, transform yourself from any disappointment or certain emotional baggage that you were carrying and really master that sense of rebirth and transformation. So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number twos. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose the Citrine crystal and card number 4 with the solar plexus chakra, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the potential you hold within that others see. So in the beginning of the reading, when I was done with the intro, I saw the number 1222. So for all 3 piles, this lets me know when you see this reading, whenever you're drawn to this reading, even if it's months or years later, this is the exact right time for you to receive these messages, and you are at the right place at the right time. So we're going to start out using the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck and the Queer Tarot. I have already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's go ahead and get started with your reading, but please only take what resonates, leave the rest. So the first card we have is card number 46 with Star Seer. Since we have a star here, some of you may be drawn to pile 1, where we had Shine Your Light, which kind of reminds me of the star here. We have card number 14 with Earth, Nurture, Nature. So the interesting thing is we see the number 444 here. So there's something about stability here, and it makes sense because we have Earth. There is something about security and the home, the energies of the home and security and stability, as well as the energies of protection surrounding you. So I really feel this energy from you. The potential others see within you is to build a stable foundation for yourself that is going to last a really long time. To really have that stability, that security for yourself for a really long time, for you and your family, and for you and everyone around you. Okay, and I also see this energy of you being protected as you go after the things you want, as you climb the ladder to seeing your star qualities within. At the back of the deck, we have life force energy. So for your tarot cards, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and by the way, I saw an office desk for some of you, so if anyone here works in an office environment, you know, you could be very good at what you do, even if you are just starting out, because the Page of Swords is always open to learning, is curious towards gaining more knowledge in order to better their skill. So I feel like you have that energy and element to you. Even if you don't feel like anything you do is completely there to a level of talent yet, you're always open to learning and gaining new information and knowledge, and that curiosity and something about asking questions allows you to hone in on more knowledge and more information on what it is you want to do. In terms of career here with the Ace of Pentacles, money, but also things you want to do in the long term. You know, maybe I even see some entrepreneurs here, some people that would be amazing CEOs or business people, because I feel an energy with you where people see potential for you to create a stable foundation of financial income where you get to share this energy where you love what you do, where you're passionate about what you do, whereas at the same time you are climbing the ladder to success. And with the solar plexus chakra, I feel for you, it's all about believing you are worthy of the success you want. It's all about believing you are worthy of shining bright like a star, being recognized for certain talents or gifts you have, or the work you do, or your improvement. Okay, and the progress over a period of time. I'm seeing like a very Taurus energy here of slow and steady wins the race. And I'm building my future. Even if it takes a little bit longer, I'm building it. That's what I see here. We have the Queen of Wands. So yes, talk about going after your passions. And I feel for you, it's about doing something. Since the Queen of Wands is next to the Page of Swords, it's about doing something, being open to learning, even if you are not the best or the expert yet. Being open to learning, gaining more knowledge, but being comfortable and confident in your skills for where you're at. But also knowing where you're at and saying, okay, if I don't know something, it's okay. I'm human. I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. And as I am open to learning, it's okay if I say I don't know something, because that gives me the opportunity to gain more knowledge and to learn and to know more about the question I have on my mind. But when it comes to things that you know, with the Queen of Wands, it's like, as you begin to climb that ladder towards success and really honing in on certain skills or talents you have, when you stand tall, when you stand confident in who you are, that is when people see you in the light of your potential. Even if you don't feel like you're there yet at your potential, it's like when you stand tall and strong and really believe in yourself and really stand confident in who you are and what you're here to do, even if you don't know everything, because you're human, you're here to grow, you're here to learn. That puts you in this light where people see you as a person in your potential already. It's like, you know, you have your potential, but maybe you see it as like, I haven't met my potential yet. I'm still climbing up this ladder, but I'm not here yet. But people see you as the star, even though you're not there yet in your mind. Does that make sense? we have the Ace of Cups. So for you, I feel something needs to be fulfilling for you, but not only the energies of fulfillment, it's also about for you first filling up your cup and then overflowing onto others or overflowing onto the things you love to do. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Talk about slow and steady wins the race. Okay. At the back of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. And when you really believe you hold the world in your hands, that the world is your oyster, that your vision can be created, that you can paint your vision the way you want in your reality, create the reality you want. I mean, the Two of Wands is at the start. It's not at the finish, but you see it as a journey and you believe in yourself and you believe that the world is your oyster. You can make magic. That's what I feel there. And I'm hearing that song by Ariana Grande. I attracted just like magic, something like that. So maybe some of you have master manifestation skills by just believing in yourself and being confident and knowing your worth, knowing you're worthy of the things you want to build in your life. So for this pile, I feel like you have a really big heart and some of you want to help others. I'm seeing something about helping others or doing something you love but still helping others. And it depends on the way you perceive things. Because I've seen in a bigger picture that everything on earth, although there is duality and there are some things that could improve, well, a lot of things could improve on earth, but it's almost like everyone fits perfectly in a puzzle piece in this community. I mean, the grocery store workers, we wouldn't have food without them. They literally do so much for us. The people that drive to transport the food and all of that, the farmers, people that are doing retail work are very important because it gives us the opportunity to buy certain things we need. People that are doing massages are really important because they are helping people feel less stressed. People that buy and sell things are also really important because maybe they help people buy secondhand things. People that sell clothes help people feel beautiful or help people feel comfortable in their clothes, or like they can go to work or school, or like they can go out and feel very confident in themselves and it makes them feel good. And that fits perfectly in the puzzle piece of life, of the structure of life. Nail techs, make people feel gorgeous. Makeup artists, creatives make the world a happier place because they give people inspiration and hope. Entertainers too, because I mean, life would be so boring without entertainment. Do you get what I mean? Even if you don't see it as helping people, it's still helping the earth in some way. So I feel like even people that work in office jobs help the earth in some way because you're contributing something to the earth. And I'm seeing that energy here of like people that are contributing to the earth in some way, people that are helping the earth grow in some way. Some of you could even be light workers. I'm seeing some of you have a lot of healing energy and some of you being put into some type of initiation into your intuitive gifts. And I'm seeing this energy for some of you where you have really big hearts, but the important thing for you is to first pour into yourself so that you can overflow onto others. And then when you do that, that really makes magic in your life, in your reality, because you're pouring the energy of love into the things you love to do. And that is a potential people see within you. I'm seeing an energy of Neptune here. I'm now seeing like SpongeBob's Neptune. I think it's a character. Anyways, Neptune is the planet of dreams. It gives me very visionary vibes. I feel like some of you have a visionary mindset and you're able to see yourself and where you want to be in 5, 10 years. And even if other people don't see your vision, even if other people don't understand your vision, it's about being confident in your vision that you were given that vision for a reason and that it is your opportunity to go after that and build that reality to that place of your potential. And it's like, of course, we're using the crown chakra to get ideas and information down of what we want our vision to look like of our reality and what we want to do, what we're here to do in our purpose. But I feel like you're here to overflow on others with your purpose. You're here to inspire others. You're here to independently go after the things you want and not, I'm not going to say ask for anyone's permission, but not ask for anyone's validation on like, should I do this? Should I do this? Because it's about believing in yourself. It's about trusting in yourself. If something makes you feel passionate, that is a sign that your soul is calling for more of that in your life. And with the solar plexus chakra, it's about believing that you can shine in anything you do, even if it takes time to learn. So it's about taking that vision, planting it into the earth by building the reality you want, by taking steps there. And even if certain challenges come up, it's like I see some type of potential people see in you where it's like, okay, I'm going to consistently go after the things I love. I'm going to consistently go after it, believe that the best can happen. Maybe look at it from rose colored glasses, romanticize it a little bit. Sometimes people don't necessarily understand that, but it helps you. And it's like, if a certain challenge comes up and I can't figure it out, okay, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to leave this for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I come with a fresh set of eyes and I look at this challenge again and I understand it better and I know how to solve it. Or at least I know how to maneuver around it and build towards my dreams day in and day out consistently, even if I'm not working so hard every single day. It's about putting in the work consistently. And for you, I feel like your consistency is your potential, where you take that vision and after consistency, it's like that thing grows and I think people see you being very wealthy or having a lot of luxury in this lifetime or climbing the ladder to success, to star qualities, to recognition in your careers, in the things you love to do. With the Queen of Wands, you could even be very creative or very talented at different things that even if you don't see yourself as talented, you could be very talented even if you just had to learn, even if you just had to put a little bit of time in to learn something new that you maybe never expected you could do. And then once you realize, oh my gosh, I never thought I could do this, and then you do it, it's like you prove yourself wrong. And I'm seeing you have immense energy and I'm seeing you being very active, like a very active pile, like a lot of energy. And I'm seeing something about like grounding and going to the gym or going to exercise or moving your body can make you actually even more energetic so that you put more energy into the things you love. Or even sometimes it's about like taking it slow and resting so that we can be more energetic on the next day when we need that energy and kind of like knowing where to preserve our energy and where to give our energy. And I'm seeing something about, like when you really see something as playful too, or you really start to have fun in certain things you do, it makes that task even better and it makes it where you actually enjoy that and you put a really good energy into what you do, and then it just starts growing even more. I see an energy of growth surrounding you, which is your potential. So this is your reading, my pile number threes. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!